without concerning about the traffic, this audience is present over here. So again, Assalamu alaikum, good evening, namaskar to everyone. To take the proceeding forward, as we have the Honorable Minister with us, and we are expecting two more VIP guests very soon. Our Honorable Consulate General of Dubai and Northern Emirates, our Chairman, the board members, the conveners of IBPC, the members, friends, and the guests. Today the subject is very open. And without taking any other lead or the kind, may I request our chairman to give welcome remark to chair the audience.
Good evening, everybody. Honorable Minister, Honorable Consul General, board members, brothers and sisters of the... And as Sahiti said, not actually very warm, but a reasonably very pleasant good evening to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the cusp of something unimaginable. And when I say we, I mean our great country, India, and everything associated with India. I keep repeating this figure of 30 trillion. Part of me wants that to manifest, but part of me also believes in the reality check that the 30 trillion figure by 2047 is what it is expected, will entail. It's very easy to say that we are going to become a 30 trillion economy. But I believe that the intensity of initiative should be reinforced by clarity of purpose. The first question that we should ask, and I mean we, all of us, collectively, is why? Why is this 30 trillion important to us? Answer is very simple. It empowers India, which means it empowers 1/6 of the world's population. Once you let that sink in, you'll understand the magnifying impact that has, because India is probably the only world power that thrives in peace. We are a force for good. And I don't just say that because I'm Indian, but I say that because it is a fact. When there is peace in the world, India prospers, is a known fact. So for India to reach that, it's no longer a luxury. It is a requirement for the entirety of this world. A big part of this empowerment is food security. And I have often said that IBPC, one of our main functions is policy advocacy. Here we have a key part in the policy formulating process itself here. So that is, we have evolved one more level, and we're looking forward to hearing from you, sir. And I'm sure all of us will leave this room with that spark that says that it is possible. Before I conclude, I'd like to invoke the higher power. God bless UAE. God bless India. God bless all of you. Thank you.
Well, good evening, everybody. And thank you for the warm welcome. As you said, it's a pleasant day, but the welcome was really warm. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. I thank you, Indian Business Professionals Council, for giving me this opportunity to come before you and put forward everything that my ministry has done so far, and how, through the food processing ministry, we plan to take India ahead. My presence at Gulf Food has been extremely wonderful. There are a lot of good takeaways, and the whole experience to be the part of this event has been a learning one. Have a wonderful, wonderful time here. And I thank you all for the kind of support, love you all have extended. I take this opportunity to welcome my colleagues in the parliament, रोडमल नागर जी, सुधीर गुप्ता जी, आप सबका भी स्वागत यहाँ पे. मैं यहाँ पे तमाम साथियों का स्वागत करता हूँ. Thank you Siddharth for giving me this opportunity. Well, to begin, it is truly a pleasure to be here with you all in this evening in the vibrant city of Dubai, a global hub for trade, commerce, and innovation. I extend my heartiest appreciation to IBPC for hosting this session, bringing together some of the brightest minds and most accomplished professionals from the agri-food sector. It is an honor to stand among the individuals who are not just driving business but shaping the future of global food system. This gathering is particularly special because it represents a deep-rooted and ever-expanding economic ties between India and UAE. Our nations share a partnership that has grown from trade relation to a deep strategic alliance. Today, India and the UAE stand as two dynamic economies, deeply interconnected by history, people, and commerce. The UAE is home to one of the largest Indian diaspora population in the world, and I must acknowledge the invaluable contribution made by Indian businesses and professionals in strengthening these bonds. Your entrepreneurial spirit, commitment to excellence, and ability to create opportunities in this region are the source of immense pride for India. As we engage today, I want to highlight a sector that is at the core of India's economic transformation, the agri-food industry. Agriculture and food processing are not just fundamental to India's economy, they are the backbone of our employment, rural livelihood, and our ambition to become the global food supplier of the future. The government vision is clear: to make India the leading global hub for value-added agri-products, leveraging our vast agriculture output, deep consumer market, and rapid stride in food innovation. India's position in the global food landscape is unparalleled. We are the world's largest producer of milk, spices, pulses, and the second largest producer of fruits, vegetables, and cereals. However, for decades, much of these produce was being exported as raw commodities. As CG was also mentioning, he also mentioned this, that for the longest time we had this concern, we had this issue that they were just being exported as raw commodities, but now we want to add value to it, to process it, and then export these products. So with that thought, we are changing the whole ecosystem, and we are moving from being a producer to a value creator, from being an exporter of raw material to becoming a global processing powerhouse. This is where the biggest opportunity lies, not just in growing fruit, but in refining, innovating, and branding it for the global market. The Indian food processing sector is on an unprecedented growth trajectory. The retail food market is expected to cross 1.4 trillion by 2027, driven by an evolving consumer base, rising urbanization, and increasing demand for processed, convenient, and health-conscious food products. Yet, the true potential of this sector remains vastly untapped. If we look at our food production, the opportunity is staggering. By expanding our food processing capabilities, we create higher income for farmers, greater efficiency in supply chain, new jobs in rural and urban area, and more competitive Indian presence in the global food trade. Dubai, as a global trading hub, holds a unique position in this journey. The UAE has long been one of India's most important food trade partners. However, we must look beyond traditional trade models. The future lies in deeper integration, co-investments, and value chain collaboration between Indian and UAE-based businesses. With the India and UAE Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, CEPA, in place, the stage is set for a new era of trade and investment. CEPA is not just a trade agreement, it is catalyst for a long-term industrial collaboration. Indian food companies have an opportunity to leverage the UAE, a gateway to global market, setting up joint ventures, food processing units, and distribution network that caters not only to Middle East, but to Africa, Europe, and beyond. The UAE's advanced logistic, world-class ports, and strategic location makes it an ideal partner in our global food export ambitions. The investment climate in India has never been more conducive for global players. 100% FDI in food processing, financial incentives under several schemes have made India one of the most attractive destinations for investment in food processing. We are modernizing infrastructure, building world-class cold chain, and ensuring that the processed Indian food products meets the highest global standards. We invite businesses in Dubai and across the UAE to explore collaboration with Indian food processor, co-developing products tailored to international taste while benefiting from India's cost-effective production ecosystem. But beyond trade and business, our focus remains on a larger goal: sustainability and food security. As the world faces increasing climate challenges, food security is no longer a regional issue. It is a global issue now. India is committed to sustainable agricultural, zero-waste food processing and circular economic model that ensures food production is efficient, environment-friendly, and resilient. As India and the UAE strengthen their partnership, we can work together to build a food ecosystem that is not just profitable, but also sustainable and equitable. Tonight, I invite all of you to be the part of India's food revolution. Let us not think in short-term trade transaction, but long-term partnership, co-investment, and industrial collaboration. Whether it is setting up processing facilities, developing food brands for global market, investing in food tech, or scaling up the logistic, the opportunities are boundless. India is not just looking to be a supplier. We want to co-create the future of food with our global partners. The opportunity is vast, the timing is perfect, and the collaboration between India and the UAE is stronger than ever. Let us seize this moment to redefine the future of agri-food trade, innovation, and investment. I look forward to engaging with all of you and exploring how we can work together to shape a more prosperous and food-secure world. Once again, thank you, IBPC, for giving me this opportunity, for organizing this wonderful platform, and thank you all for being the part of this journey. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaskar, Salam Alaikum. What an excellent opportunity today to listen to the Honorable Minister who hails from Bihar. India was great. Today you are part of MEGA, Make India Great Again. Thank you, sir, being part of it and inspiring us. All of us know that in BC 200, BC 300, BC 400, India was great and the greatest empire on the Asian hemisphere. was from Bihar. And during that time, we have contributed the best cultural knowledge to the entire Southeast Asia and probably most part of Central Asia, going up to Turkey's other side. And it all came from the two universities we had, Nalanda, all in Bihar. So if half of this human in the world lives in the Asian side, and we have contributed to build the culture to all of them, Renaissance and the story of economic cycle says that it is our time again, and we have to grab it by both hands. Thank you, Chairman. He always inspires us about this 30 trillion economy. It's ours. We have to grab it and we have to work for it. India was great, no doubt about it. You know, the story goes like this in 400s, I think it was in the 4th century, when Alaric held Rome to ransom. You know what was his demand? You will be surprised. 3,000 pounds of Indian pepper and 5,000 pounds of gold. So even in Rome, when the entire empire was held for ransom, they wanted an Indian spice. So that means India's trade beyond the Mediterranean those days was really so big. And the Honorable Minister inspired us by telling the story of going in the value chain. Of course, we are the largest commodity manufacturer. I was part of some of the food processing industries here, and one of the portfolio companies I was managing was a dairy farm, the second largest dairy farm in UAE. And we did the same thing, going backwards and going into forward integration and backward integration both. So value creation is the best when you want to create margins. When you sell raw commodity, you are not seen as a quality supplier. You are not seen as a high value supplier. And we have this space available. Some of the Southeast Asian neighbors are a model for us in the food processing industry. We don't even need to look beyond. So we have to be a leader, and definitely your vision and you as a part of this is very great, Honorable Minister. I remember 2011 or 12, Mile na mile hum. That's the time we used to see this cheerful, face in the screen. And from there, his, the heroine and he together today is in the parliament today. See how the history goes. And sir, we are pleased to welcome you here, and thank you very much for being a part of us and inspiring us. UAE is definitely welcome any of this, and I understand that in the Mission 33 verticals, one of the vertical is definitely value-added food processing, and we have a lot of space here, and we will all work together. Thank you, Siji Saab, as usual, in any of our functions. The most inspiring, crisp and clear speech, and Suresh Kumarji, our President Emeritus, always graces and again pushes from the back for cooperative ventures here, and Krishanji from Consulate, again the Trade Council. So all of you together and our members of Parliament, namaskar, and thank you very much. We assure you, any opportunity which comes in this country, we are the ambassadors of Bharat, and definitely we will take it forward in this country. Thank you very much.
So this gathering is with the members of parliament today. It's almost as like as ambassadors, the councillors, the ambassador of India, Indian Business and Professional Council, the members, the heavyweights, and with the members of parliament, like Mr. Shri Sudhir Gupta ji, who have been 2 times regularly, consecutively in 2014 and 2019 again from Madhya Pradesh. He is with us. Thank you so much, sir, for coming here. Shri Rojmal Nagar Sahab, again, वो भी 2 बार से लगातार member of parliament हैं. So thank you so much, sir, for coming and joining us today. And of course, the Chirag Paswan Sahab, the young, energetic, and the Minister of Food Processing Industry, most happening industry, not only in India, entire world. The targets are very tall. We know India is not in the top 10 countries of the world as of now, but we are sure that that is going to take place, because as soon as you resume the office in June 2024, in October 2024, 171 projects under the PPP unit scheme of 9,000 crores have been approved. So very immediate to the joining the ministry, you have started showing the achievements, and I'm sure that with this food gulf what we are going through as of now is going to unlock the many opportunities for Indians in UAE as well as the Indians in India towards UAE and the entire Middle East. So thank you so much. We will be taking the networking session. The high tea is open for all of you. Thank you so much, sir. The Consulate General, the delegation came along with chairman, the delegation came along with the council, Commerce Council, Mr. Krishnan Sahab, by whose initiative this evening at a very short notice we could organize. And thank you, Mr. Rajiv Ranjan, the National Secretary of IPF, who has been instrumental to welcome the Lok Sabha members today over here. Thank you very much.